So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 2 of the Master League, and that's right, today we will have the first game of the season. We'll probably just do the one match to get things rolling, and then after this we dive into the Chelsea and then the Villa, and then we do 2 matches. Right, so let me go through a few things before we dive into this. First things first, all the mods that I'm using are in the description. I always get asked this. Folks, that description box is wonderful. You give it a clickety-click, there will be links, and those links will take you to the mods that I'm using. If you want the PogChampion mod, which does include like new menus, as well as obviously the updated loans, transfers, you're going to get this form arrows that are now gone. If you want to use it, it's optional, but make sure you're playing the English version, not the US English, otherwise it won't work. And then there's a whole other host of other things that have been added. More injuries. The goalies will be used more regularly, the first choice goalie, as opposed to the second choice for the AI. Any of that stuff, early access, it is a one-time fee. But go on the website and check it out. Simple as that. If you want to wait for it, you can wait for it. But PogChampion, you know, he puts a lot of effort into it. Sometimes you like to be rewarded for it. So go on, you know, give him some love. Simple as that. And everything else I'm using, Jeremiah's cameras, stadiums, Gentleman's mod, as well as the tactics, all in the description. All right, folks, so there we have it. Now, when it comes to the playthrough, by the way, let me get a few details out of the way. I kind of want to go back to how I did it with Everton. When I did the Everton playthrough, I kept it realistic in the sense that sometimes I did the commentary and sometimes it was myself, kind of my own kind of persona. Like, I enjoyed playing with West Ham, but I feel like some of you like to see my more wacky side because I know I have it. I say ridiculous things and I do silly things sometimes, but I also do enjoy the commentary. So I'm going to kind of do a mixture of both. So it'll be ultimately me controlling Man United, so you'll hear and see my thoughts, but then we will do the commentary from time to time. I'm going to kind of mix it up. You guys let me know what you enjoy, but that's the game plan. And then when it comes to the interviews and all that, for now, we're going to leave it. I want to see how this series goes. I want to see how you guys engage with it, if you watch it, if you enjoy it, and then we can always add upon it if we need to. All right, that's out the way. There we go. It's also raining outside, so yeah, it's a bit gloomy. Okay, so when looking at the lineup and the team itself, I've added a few other players to the transfer list, like, Wan-Bissaka. I've put him on there just to see if we can get any traction. I mean, I'll be honest with you, Wan-Bissaka, in real life I'm talking about, he's not good enough, you know, to play for a top team. He's just not. There's certain players you look at, and you just know technically they're not good enough. Like, look at Cancelo at Man City. Unbelievable. I mean, the guy is a top quality fullback. Even someone with like Kyle Walker, you're going to get more out of that than you are someone like Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka is too inconsistent. Sometimes his passes are dreadful, and then sometimes they're all right. They're rarely ever phenomenal, you know? So I don't think Wan-Bissaka really is going to give United what they need. And at some point, they probably will look at a new right back. I think Dalot has been better than him. You know, Luke Shaw's kind of been up and down as well. He'd probably be another player I'd whack on the transfers for PES just because his stats are kind of declining, but I'm going to leave him be. Someone said Matic was really doing the business for them, but look, folks, he is 33. I mean, I'm 33, but he's 33, and he ultimately is not going to play much for Manchester United. He may be good in PES, but I really want to find a good, proper DMF that we can grow that's at least 10 years younger than him. And another player that I put on there, well, I put the goalies on there, like, you know, Heaton and Grant. Why are they even at United? Again, why have we got a 38-year-old Grant? Why did we sign him? It baffles me sometimes that the logic that went behind some of these signings. Like, if Henderson goes in the summer, we have Grant and Heaton, that combined age of over 80 years of age. I know they're goalies, but still, come on now. This isn't Gigi Buffon. So I put those two on the transfers as well. And I've put Phil Jones because he is declining. He is 29. So we're going to see if anyone comes back for those players. Now, the listed players. For the time being, what I'm going to be doing, let's do this by position. I'm not necessarily going to be worrying about a centre forward, right? We are in the 21-22 season. So, man, you know, Ronaldo's playing for Manchester United now. And Ronaldo is still Cristiano Ronaldo. He's still, I feel, going to do the business for us, so I don't necessarily have to bring in a forward. What I do want to bring in, though, is centre midfielders, defensive midfielders, or a centre-back. Players we've been looking at, right? And Nkunku. This guy, I put him on here. I mean, he looks very, very good, but he's going to cost an arm and a leg, and I don't really want to have to spend that type of money. It's just not going to work. Other players, like Ruben Neves, I think we could go for him. Hadara is another player. A lot of people have been saying this guy, channeI. I would honestly buy him just so I could say his name. channeI. I know it's not how you say it like that, but channeI. channeI. Yeah. Well, we could get him because he's 21 and there's room to grow. I think ultimately for a DMF, it would be between him, Hadara, who's 23, a little bit older. He's an 81 as well. Or Ruben Neves, who's 24. He's got that Premier League experience, and I think he would be a great signing, but he's going to cost us a little bit more. So the cheaper option here is ultimately Hadara for 28.8 million. These are the things, folks. So it really between them, and they've got Calvin Phillips as well, but too much money. You know, Declan Rice, too much money for me. I don't want to be spending that. And then when it comes to centre-backs, now there's a lot of going around in the news, folks. It's all over the place. I mean, Rudiger, apparently there's talks that he may not even re-sign for Chelsea. So now they're talking about Man United. Who knows? I mean, he would be a decent centre-back for us. Klosterman, I've used in my Everton playthrough, and I thought he was brilliant. I thought he was really solid, very quick, well, speed-wise for a centre-back. And he's also versatile, so he could play, if we needed him, as a right-back. Skriniar, another player someone mentioned as well, you know, would be solid, but he's going to cost us a bit more. Koundé's the same, going to cost us a lot of money, around 63 mil. Pau Torres, was talk about him, although I've seen him play against United and I wasn't that impressed, so I probably wouldn't snap him up. There's also a Kanji from Borussia Dortmund, will be a cheaper option, and this guy he's pretty tall, isn't he? 187? Nah, he's not that tall, but he's got some pace. And he would be better than the fridge of Harry Maguire, I'm sure. And then we've got Araujo. And there's talk about this guy as well. Because, I don't know, contract renewal. Again, he may be on the cards for Manchester United. So I would probably say it's between this guy at the back, Akanji, maybe Klosterman. Rudiger could be a push. And then defensive midfielders, you've got, you know, Ruben Neves, Hadara, and probably channeI. Cracks me up. So those are the players I'm looking at. I'm not going to go ahead and sign anyone for the time being. I'm going to fast forward it now to see if we get any options and any offers. And I'm sure we're going to get some. Are we? All right, we are. The 4th. It's time. Let's have a look at what's going to happen here. As we go to the messages, we've got an offer for the manage the national team. We're not going to worry about that. I'm not managing any national teams. It's too much work. Then we've got the schedule, as we know, and July earnings, and an offer for David De Gea from Crystal Palace. Huh? That's not going to happen. As if I didn't even put De Gea on the. I didn't even put De Gea on the list. They're going to offer that much. Absolutely no chance. Right. We're going to just refuse all on that because that doesn't make any sense to me. All right, so let's go ahead and skip. Yeah, we're not going to be a national manager. Forget it. I just want to get the season going. We do have transfer deadline day. Ultimately, I'm looking for 3 players, I would say. 3 would be all right. I mean, even 2 will do for now, and then we can go from there. Oh, we have had an offer for Harry Maguire. We're going to look at that in a second. Before we do, let's look at the scouting. So this is what they've come back with. Oh, interesting that they've put Richarlison on there, because there is talk about Richarlison. Looking very mean. And we've got Ollie Watkins as well. Someone mentioned him too. Actually, he wouldn't be bad, Ollie Watkins. A 25-year-old that's got some room to grow. And we've got Richarlison's at 24. And we probably get him for around 30 to 50 mil. And then Schick. He's got a big head. From the Bayer Leverkusen. Very nice. All right. Well, he's not bad either. All right, we're going to leave those for now. They're not going anywhere. And then we have... Oh, here we go. Now, Ruben Neves. I think we're going to have to go for Ruben Neves now, to be honest. Just because if he's going to be on the scouting list, he's going to be quite cheap. Or not very cheap. Let's have a look what we can do here. He's open to idea of selling. We could probably get him for literally that. 31 mil. He's got a good impression of the club. Give him a 3-year there. Why not? Obviously, the release fees are absolutely horrendous in this game, but weekly salary, 88,000. We'll give him 79. Oh, that's a bit stingy, isn't it? But if we're going to sell Harry anyway, let's put this in. All right, first bid out the way. All right, let's go ahead and put this bid in. All right, so there we go. Ruben Neves has been possibly snapped up. We'll see. And then we've got Samara here from Leicester and Mangala from Stuttgart. Doesn't actually look bad. But I just like Ruben Neves as a whole. The whole package with him. He's a very good, solid player. All right, so that's our first possible transfer done. Now, let's go have a look at what Maguire's looking for here. 38.8 million to sell him to Juventus. Not even half his price that we bought him for. But honestly, I think we have some leeway for negotiations. All right, let's go ahead and renegotiate. I want to try and get as much money for Harry as we possibly can. Okay, well, you can't actually do it higher than his release fee. All right, well, then why don't you pay his release fee and then we'll be happy. Lovely. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Why not? You got to try and get as much juice as you possibly can for these players. Okay, let's move forward a little bit more. So this is why there's going to be just one match today, folks, because I really, unlike West Ham and the other playthroughs, Manchester United is my team, my baby. And I want to do what I need to do. So we will take our time on deciding this. All right, so they want 34 mil. 3 million more than what we offered. That's not bad at all. All right, and we'll see what happens there. And we've got a whole bunch of negotiations coming in here. So this is going to be it, folks. Let's go ahead first of all. And yeah, that'll do nicely. We'll go ahead and accept that. So no, we can't. Our squad's too large. Well, that's not very nice. Oh, by the way, I know a few people said, where's like Pellegrini? We only have a maximum of 40, as you can see at the bottom. You can only add 40 players to a roster. So there's some players that are going to be missing. And yeah, Pellegrini apparently is one of them. It's a shame, but you can't win them all. All right, so we have other offers. Cavani for 3.7 million. See, that's not even worth it, if I'm being honest. There's no point selling Cavani because we are going to need a little bit of rotation up top. I'm not selling him for peanuts. Juan Mata, okay, I mean, I will renegotiate. Obviously, the value of these players is dropping extraordinarily. That's not a word. But we'll do what we can. His release fee is 3 million. That's baffling. Okay, let's just up that a little bit there for Atalanta. And what else do we have? Harry Maguire. They've decided to pay the release fee and the player has agreed to the transfer. We have done it, ladies and gentlemen. Harry the Fridge Maguire has been evacuated from the building. Let's have a round of applause. Nothing against you, Harry, but it was never going to work out. Okay, so that's been done. We've also got Grant and Heaton up for grabs as well. I think maybe there's just so much. There's not. I mean, the only reason I'd sell these players is to free up the room for other players. So we are going to have to kind of accept these. Grant can go, honestly. I'm not too fussed. I would like a little bit of rotation with the goalies, but yeah, that's not really going to work. So that's 2, possibly 3 players gone there. So we're not going to be able to accept this just now. We're going to have to wait until those players bugger off, and then we can start doing that. So let's go ahead and skip forward a few days. 16th of August. And get this going. So there it is. Norwich sign Grant. An offer for Varane. Well, that's not going to happen. And Cristiano Ronaldo to be transferred. Really? You don't say. I also might put a poll out for you guys to decide the captain. If we pick Ronaldo, he will have a bit of a boost. But I don't mind picking other players if needed be. If need be. It's not a problem. All right, let's go back to the negotiations, my team, and see what is happening here. So Juan Mata, the other team has come back. They're asking us to reduce the proposed fee. Are you having a laugh? Just pay the money for him or don't bother. No, we're not reducing anything. You pay the 3 mil, otherwise we're not having it. I'm not messing about with this. And Rafael Varane, well, yeah, we might as well just turn this off so that no one else tries to buy him, because that's about as realistic as not being realistic. And then we have Phil Jones. All right, we've got an offer here from Real Sociedad. So I'm going to go ahead and just whack this all the way up to... We'll do 4.5 million. Maybe they won't pay the release fee. But Phil Jones, 4.5 million. It's his market value. It'll be fine. Heaton. No, we've not done that one. That was David De Gea. All right, so that's fine. So now let's go ahead and do what we wanted to do, which is accept the signing. Our first signing, Mr. Ruben Neves from Wolves for around 34 million. So that's not too bad. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, it's a DMF. He's solid enough. And, yeah, let's go ahead and skip on just to see what else happens. Now, we really need a centre-back, though, don't we? Because we've just lost Harry. And we're going to be lacking on the centre-back front. But there he is. Welcome, Neves. Welcome, son. What number should we give him? What number was he at Wolves? I think it was 8. Was he 8? So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, welcome aboard. Ralph Ranick says, yeah, welcome. I is from German. And you is from Portugal. So, yeah, just having a little bit of a chat with him. Getting to know the ropes. Getting a feel for the flavour. And here he is. I'd just like to say thank you to everyone who made this happen. He's not German. I'm over the moon. This is a new adventure. But I hope to repay the faith. Absolutely. So there we have it. Look at that. Lovely little image for you. Beautiful. Looking the part, isn't he? Love the tattoos. Very, very nice. And Wolves have also signed Marc Rocha as well. So the message is, negotiations for matter. They've countered our offer. Well, let's have a look at that one. They've countered the Jones offer. We've had an offer for Cristiano Ronaldo, which, once again, this is not realistic in any sense of the word, because we are at the start of this season, 21-22. So Ronaldo technically would have just gone there, but the game doesn't know that. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, 48 million for him is actually quite a steep amount. But I'm going to go ahead and refuse all for that one because, yeah, as I said, that just wouldn't happen. Juan Mata. You know what? Let's just... We need to free up some Deadwood. We'll go ahead and just accept the Mata one. We'll get rid of him. He's not really going to play for us, let's be honest. Now, when it comes to the others, we had Phil Jones. They're looking at, what, 3.8? They're asking us to reduce the fee. No, I'm not reducing it because I'm going to keep that for now. All right, we'll reduce it to 4.2. If you want to pay that, then we'll talk. Other than that, forget it. And then Heaton, we'll wait for that because right now we can sign one more player with the amount of room we have. Right, we really do now then need a centre-back. I'm kind of looking at Araujo because I don't really want to get someone who's already an animal. Like these guys, 84 rated isn't bad, obviously 85, but this guy's only 22. And I feel like there's a lot of potential for him. And Man United are kind of looking at him possibly in the real world of football. Let's go ahead and put in a bid for him. Obviously, they are going to be resisting parting ways. I don't know. I'm going to wait, actually. No, I'm going to wait because I want you guys to let me know what you think about those transfers. Give me some centre-backs. I have this list who you think would fit well. All right? We'll play the first game, and I don't think we need to worry too much. We still have Lindelof, and we still have Bailly and Jones if we need to. And we've still got the transfer deadline day coming up anyway. So there's plenty of time to sign some other players. So there we go. National call-ups, players departed. So Juan Mata has left the club. Au revoir, son. You've had a long time, but it is time to move on. Let's go ahead and sort out the squad numbers. Number 8 is apparently free. So let's go ahead and give Ruben Neves number 8. And number 9 right now is free as well. Let's see, Cristiano Ronaldo will be number 7. We'll leave the rest of the numbers alone. We're not going to play around with them. But we'll give Ruben Neves number 8. I think that kind of fits him quite nicely. All right, so here we go, folks. The first game of the season, and it's going to be against Newcastle, which might not be an easy match with the new signings that they've obviously snapped up. As we have our league opener, Chapter 1. Who's that guy over there? Who's that guy? Your first year as the manager of the club is just about to kick off. Do you think you'll be including newcomer Ruben Neves on your team sheet for the first league match? I mean, look at these options. I love the grammatical. God blimey, I can't even say the word. Wording that they pick for these. It's just so like, there's nothing there. Really? 3 words? 4 words? I might use him. I doubt I use him. I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided, okay? The first match of any season is always important, but I'd prefer not to be bogged down in on who's my team sheet. Every player in the squad has a chance to start. I really should do what someone mentioned, as you can see the Premier League kicking off. Someone mentioned me using the assistant coach, because then I could do American. And be like, yeehaw, yeah, we played fantastic soccer, but we really try to get Cristiano Ronaldo through the middle. I could try and maybe do that with an accent. All right, let's go to the messages. Phil Jones and Lingard. Oh, we've got a couple more offers coming in here real quick. I like these. I like the offers coming in. It certainly makes things more interesting. So Jesse Lingard, 12.6 million to Brighton. What do you guys make of that? I definitely would try and get more money for him. So we're going to renegotiate this anyway. I think that's pathetic, and you can certainly pay. I'm going to max it out. 19.5 million. And the other player, who was the other one we had? Was there another one? No, I guess that was it. Okay, so the big news, folks, is who is going to start. Now, we have absolutely no idea how good these players are in the form, and this is the first match I've ever played with this. So I don't know what's going to happen. But let me pick a lineup that I think will be a good chance against the Newcastle, and we'll be right back. All right, folks, so I think we'll go for this. I'm keeping the lineup very similar to real life. Honestly, if they haven't been performing in real life, you've got to work for your place. Simple as that. So we're going to go David De Gea, Lindelof, Varane. I mean, that's going to change soon once we get a new centre-back. We'll go Dalot on the right today with Telej. Because Luke Shaw and Wan-Bissaka they haven't been doing it for me in the real world. Then we've got Ruben Neves, Paul Pogba, and Bruno Fernandes. I mean, it's a decent, midfield session. And then we've got Ronaldo, of course. We're going to start Mr. Elanga on the left-hand side with Sancho on the right. I know someone said Sancho is only an 83. Look, folks, they're going to grow. They're going to improve. We don't need to give them crazy ratings. Sancho's still only 21. Elanga is still only 19. I know someone mentioned his balance wasn't the best. Folks, we can't make him too OP at that kind of age. Otherwise, it just becomes silly. So, interesting to see how they do. What footed is Elanga? He is right-footed, but I've seen him use his left a few times. Anyway, all right. Without further ado, folks, let's dive into it. We're going to be playing 12-minute match for the first game. Cut down the highlights, let you guys see all the fun and goodness. And without further ado, let's get the first season underway and the first match underway. Here we go. So you join us at Old Trafford, and it is a jam-packed stadium, as it would be for the first game of the season. Cristiano Ronaldo has got the captaincy. We'll still decide who exactly is going to take that concrete-wise, because you've got the likes of Bruno Fernandes. I mean, De Gea could be the captain as well. But for the time being, Cristiano Ronaldo will be the man in charge. But Newcastle today, not going to be an easy game, you feel, with those new players that they have snapped up, the likes of Trippier. So, a question of trying to contain them. And we're going to do a little bit of man marking as well on Saint Maximin, because he can be a pain in the hole. That's right. Here we go. So the referee signals, and we are off and running. Now, for those wondering, we are playing on full manual. That's right, no pass assist. So if you see the finishing and the shooting absolutely horrendous, there's a reason for it. But we will get there with time as Ruben Neves gets his first touches as a Manchester United player. He goes flying in there on Shelby as Paul Pogba does brilliantly well. Lines up an effort, but a good challenge there by Bruno Guimaraes, and Newcastle now can bring this one forward. You guys should enjoy this camera angle a little bit more than the West Ham one. Certainly a wonderful atmosphere here. United will want to get off to a wonderful start. Here is Jaden Sancho. big things expected for him. Looks to swing it all the way around to the new boy of Elanga. Well, he's not really a new boy, but he's certainly getting the new lease of life with the amount of time he's been playing recently. Pogba, United starting this game off well. Ruben Neves looking for Dalot, and it's out for a corner. St. Maximin. And Shelby just got there. Richie. Back inside. Hayden once more. Patient play by Newcastle this. Richie. Shelby. Richie continues the run, but Almiron finds some space. Paul Pogba gets beaten, and it's a comfortable save there for Mr. David De Gea. He'll have that all day, every day. There's another Man United corner. 20 minutes played. It has been mostly the Red Devils so far. The ball's cleared back. St. Maximin towards Shelby. Newcastle have the capabilities, no doubt, to catch teams on the break. St. Maximin is an unbelievable player with such good feet. The potential is there. The ball swung inside there towards Richie now. Looking for a lovely pass to find Trippier. He's recently been signed, of course, from Atletico Madrid. Decided that Spain wasn't working for him, so he arrived back in England after initially leaving Spurs. Well done, Neves. Quality play, but that was a shocking pass. Curse of the commentator. Then he decides, well, we're going to foul him instead. St. Maximin with a chance. Telles gets there, looking for Elanga. Couldn't find him. St. Maximin. 15 minutes to play till the break. Well, this match, we are playing a 14-minute game, by the way, just to make this one a little bit longer, because we'll just have the one match for today, and then we'll dive into two matches now that generally a lot of the transfer stuff has been taken care of. Richie now looking for the back post. Almiron with a header. Comfortable save by Mr. David De Gea, who can find Paul Pogba as he finds Elanga. Ronaldo. Pogba. Ronaldo again. Referee should have probably given the foul there, but didn't want to, and away we go. Well, Varane nearly got the wrong side of that. I thought he completely missed that header, but he didn't. Telles and David De Gea with a bit of communication there, just about got it right. Ooh, Telles, what you playing at? It's like watching United at the back in real life. Here's Wilson. Skips past, and there's a penalty. This is one thing you can do in this mod, folks. You can't dive in. You can't. You are going to pay the price. 37 minutes play. Wilson did brilliantly here. I thought he was going to pass this, and then he faked it out. I mean, he's milked it. But he's got away with it. And now it's a chance for Richie. Which way is he going to go? Left, right, centre! He goes top bins! Newcastle take the lead. Really against the run of play, ultimately. And Manchester United continue with the worrying woes at the back. Well, this is why we need a centre-back, either way. Maybe even a right-back, I don't know. All across the board at the back, I think we need to strengthen. But, yeah, was it a penalty? I don't know. I think he's milked that, and the referee's just given it. It's a great penalty. I said it was going to go that way, and he did. And that is emphatically taken. And all the way back to Dubravka. He launches it clear. Only as far as Dalot. Sancho is going to get there, and he'll use the pace now to bring it forward. Gets clipped by Shelby, and that will be a foul. And they're going to take it quickly, and it may work out for them. It is Sancho. It's fired in. Ronaldo! His first chance. And it wasn't a bad chance. It's a really difficult header. If he scores this, it's a phenomenal finish. Great ball in by Sancho. A lot of whip on it. Yeah, miles wide. It looked better from the camera angle initially, but not quite Cristiano. Picks up the loose ball. Cristiano back to Elanga. Question is, what is he going to do with it? Well, we're going to start all the way again with Varane. That wasn't exactly planned, but it works out. Pogba, the switch is on here. Dalot. Sancho, lovely play. It is Dalot. Went for the bottom corner. That's better, though, getting the full-backs involved. As Dubravka will launch this one away. 1 minute to play till the break. Newcastle, not a lot of chances on their end, but they do lead right now. Cristiano Ronaldo, it's going to be Neves! Oh, what a dream debut that would have been. Just couldn't find the corner. Probably should have used the arrow, actually. We'll probably start using that as well. Anyway, there is half-time. And we trail. A goal to nil. A penalty from Richie. A debatable penalty. Honestly thought the referee milked it. But it is what it is. And there is a shot count. Yeah, there's been chances. We just need to pick it up. Let's dive into the second half. So you join us for the second half. No changes being made for either side. But Bruno Fernandes, a player that we really haven't got into this match yet. Got to find him a lot more. Playing this 4-3-3, not a huge fan of it sometimes. But we'll see how this pans out. Obviously, the start of the season is always tough anyway. But I think Ruben Neves has been solid so far. Certainly showing what he's capable of. But Bruno Fernandes, yeah, definitely needs to get involved more in this game. Here is Sancho. Nice bit of play there to open up some space. Flicks it over, looking for Fernandes. And he was offside. Yeah, just the old left nail creeping. Now, of course, we don't know the form of these players, which is what makes these matches even tougher. I don't know what form they're on. Could be playing players that are completely off song right now, but that's the joys of it. Makes things all the more enticing. Good play this by Richie. Decent ball in as well. Lindelof gets it away. Back to Shelby on the volley. Oh, my goodness me. I thought he found the bottom corner. Woo, Shelby's got a strike on him. He's not a player you want to let fondle himself, should we say. And he certainly did fondle this, and it nearly found that bottom corner. Let's see what kind of options we have. Sancho's calling for it, so we'll find him. Dallo, the overlapping run is on here. Go on, Dallo. Get on your bike. We'll feed you in. We're back towards it. Sancho feeds it across. Ruben Neves, lovely play. It is Neves, big deflection. Telles is onside. Think that one in. Oh, there's the flick. Oh, I think it was Elanga trying to put it in with the old flickety-flickety. And St. Maximum now finds Wilson. The challenge there by Varane. Pokes it through the middle. Referee plays on, and now we can go ahead and make those changes. Oh, no. We don't want to see Raphael Varane down, clutching his knee. Injury woes already. Not a good sign. When the referee starts doing the old airport signals. It caught his ankle more than his knee hole. It's a shocker. Right, we've made some changes. I've had to take off Varane anyway. He's not necessarily injured. He's undergoing treatment, but honestly, Varane's not the most... Well, he's susceptible to a lot of injuries. So, this is a great run here by Pogba. Oh, unlucky. Well done, Elanga, sticking a foot in. He's done brilliantly well there. And Cristiano Ronaldo's got an option! Oh, imagine if that went in. Oh, what a goal that would have been for Cristiano. But yeah, we've taken off Varane. We've had to bring on Eric Bailly just because I'm a little bit worried about him getting injured permanently. Don't need that happening after we've just sold another centre-back anyway. And it is going to go out for a corner. Marcus Rashford is not on yet because I've also had to take off Dallo and bring on Wan-Bissaka because his stamina is looking a bit pants as Joelinton misses the target. So let's go ahead and bring on Rashford. See if he can do anything for the final, 15-20 minutes. And it is right now the penalty that separates the two teams. That's a wonderful bit of play. Right, who's in there? Telles. Oh, everyone went down there. Cristiano Ronaldo got caught. Back to Sancho. Back to Bruno. And that was not even a shot. Got to hit it with your big purse because that had no real conviction on it. As Joelinton does really well to win the header. You know, a lot of players are looking very tired in this game. The likes of even Ruben Neves. Oh, look at Ronaldo through the middle. It's not a bad idea. Get the goalie to come out and commit, but it's not looking good, folks. 10 minutes to play here till the final whistle. Still a goal down. And do we go for this? And we are playing more attacking, and that's probably why the stamina's not looking great. But this just goes to show you what we need to work on in this team. Here is Trippier. Oh, that is a wonderful pass. What a ball to find Joelinton! That is ridiculous. Are you having a laugh? I've seen some good passes by the AI before. But that pass from Trippier, I mean, that's like an Alexander-Arnold ball. Look at this repass. Bang. That is perfection with an erection. And the finish is just It's quality as well, isn't it? All across the board. Yeah, not a great start to the season, folks. That is delicious. Where's the marking? I mean, this is what I mean with Wan-Bissaka and even Eric Bailly. It's not good enough. And a change as Almiron's off and Murphy comes on. Anyway, folks, it's not been a good start to this season. A 2-0 defeat here against Newcastle. I mean, this is a different Newcastle side. We wouldn't face them at the start of the real 21 season, of course, because they didn't pick up the likes of Trippier and that until January time, but not great. Manchester United 0, Newcastle 2. Richie with a penalty, Joelinton with a wonderful goal. I mean, I will give them credit. That goal they scored, still need to update Pogba's hair, but he's had a hair change. That goal, the pass from Trippier, world class. 10 attempts to 7. And man of the match was Mr. Richie with a 7-point deuce. So the other results, Southampton drawing 0-0 with the Chelsea, West Ham 2, Aston Villa 2, Tottenham 2, Arsenal 2. Actually, we can't even say Chelsea anymore, can we? Because Abramovich and all that. Watford 0, Burnley 1. They've got Everton 1, Norwich 3. That's a good result there for Everton, not Everton about as realistic as you like there. Crystal Palace 4, Leeds 2, Brentford losing to Leicester, Liverpool beat Wolves, and Man City beating Brighton. So there's the table for you. Doesn't mean much. I mean, we are nearly in relegation, so let's not talk about it. But we'll bounce back. Anyway, folks, we're going to end it right there. We're going to dive back into it in the next episode as we look at all the funness of what's going on with the negotiations. I still need you guys' input on those selection of players that we were looking at. I mean, we may need to bring in, I don't know. It depends what kind of... Here we go. Look, we're getting slaughtered by the press, and the supporters are disastrous opening match. We've got to get our act together, Mr. Ralph. Well, I'm sorry, we've bounced back. I'm sure of it. Yeah. I love those cutscenes. Hilarious. Anyway, yes, disappointing performance as fans rattled. Well, it's quite realistic. Varane suffered an injury. He'll be out for 5 days. So, yeah, we did get a bit of a knock for him. Other scouting options real quickly. Danilo Pereira. And there's a little Kessier, another player that has come in as... but I don't think Ruben Neves is a problem. I thought he played quite well, to be honest. It was... there's some work to be done. I mean, those are options as well up top. We could snap one of those up, Watkins, Richarlison, and then sell Cavani. But I don't want to sell Cavani if we can't bring in another centre forward. So just let me know if you've got a lot of information you want to let me know about this playthrough, because this is going to be one that I really am going to stick to and enjoy more, because it's Manchester United and it's time to do something with this team. Today was a prime example that don't mess about. We are playing with a mod. We are playing with no idea about the form. It makes it challenging. It makes it tough. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. And we'll be back very, very shortly. But until next time, take care and subscribe for more, because we'll be back with episode 3 very soon. Take care.